That's our report for this half hour. Ahead on Good Morning America, more on the Unabomber investigation.
This is ABC.
Good morning, everyone. I'm John Miller.
And I'm Karen Jones in for Rhonda Bentley. Today is Tuesday, April the 9th.
It is that. We're moving right through spring.
Yeah, we are.
We got lots of news to tell you about, but first we want to find out what's going on the outside weather-wise.
Well, I know it's raining, but it's going to stop.
Yeah.
Everybody goes, give it up. We have light rain right now. It's 41 on the south side and the peninsula. Humidity, big surprise, is 100%. Winds are out of the northeast at 14, and the pressure right now is steady. For this morning, it'll be cloudy and quite chilly. The rain will taper to a drizzle. Variable winds will be 10 to 15, and the temperature will be around 40. We'll keep those clouds all day long, but the rain should stop during the morning, and then things will begin to clear up and warm up for the weekend.
Now you're talking.
Now I'm talking, yeah. I'll let you know more about that in a minute.
Yard work, that's what that means.
Yard work, yeah.
Thanks, Ken.
Okay.
In the news this Tuesday morning, a gruesome discovery overnight in Norfolk. Police found the body of a man lying on Interstate 264 just west of the Brambleton Avenue ramp. State police are on the scene. Details are sketchy. We do know the victim is a black man. The investigation will have an effect on commuters. Brambleton and Compostela ramps to 264 are closed eastbound. 3 lanes of traffic have been blocked. Security will be tight in Denver today as Oklahoma City bombing suspects Timothy McVeigh and Terry Nichols attend a court hearing. McVeigh's lawyer has filed a motion seeking evidence that he says the government is withholding that could clear his client. Nichols would be affected by any decision the judge makes. McVeigh and Nichols face the death penalty. The bombing killed 168 people and injured more than 500. Theodore Kaczynski's Montana cabin reportedly has yielded more clues, tying him to the Unabomber case. Agents have found a second live bomb as they carefully searched the cabin. This bomb has the same design as one used in a fatal Unabomber attack. And there's another report that names some of the Unabomber's victims had been found in documents recovered from his cabin. Law enforcement sources say they've been able to place Kaczynski in Sacramento at times when the Unabomber mailed letters from that city. The Texas child molester, who's warned that he'll strike again if he gets out of prison, is now in a private jail in San Antonio. Larry McQuay was released yesterday from a psychiatric penitentiary near Houston. He was immediately sent to a private parole facility. He'll stay there for 2 years under extremely tight parole conditions. McQuay has acknowledged abusing 240 children. FBI agents are settling in for a long standoff with anti-government freemen in Montana. The confrontation has entered a third week with negotiations at apparently a standstill. There are signs the FBI expects a long siege. It's begun rotating more than 100 agents around the compound. Ron Brown returns to the Commerce Department one last time today so the public and those who worked with him can pay their final respects. The body of the Commerce Secretary will arrive at the department this morning. The White House says Vice President Al Gore will be there for a brief public ceremony. Then the coffin will be placed in the building's lobby. It will remain there for viewing until tomorrow morning. The funeral is scheduled for tomorrow afternoon at the National Cathedral. President Clinton will deliver the eulogy. A final goodbye was said to Taylor Ricks yesterday in Norfolk. Just last week, the 3-year-old was killed by a stray bullet from a gunfight. Hundreds of folks packed a small Chesapeake church to mourn the loss. Community leaders and clergymen called on people of Berkeley to rid their community of criminals. Mourners vow that Taylor's death will not be in vain. 3 suspects are in custody. They turned themselves in one day after the killing. Several Berkeley neighbors met at a community center to discuss ways to stop the violence. They included education, health, housing, and recreation issues. They also exchanged ideas for a neighborhood watch program. A new report ranks gunfire as the second leading cause of death among Americans aged 10 to 19. The Children's Defense Fund also says firearm deaths are increasing faster among young people than any other age group. The nonpartisan advocacy group says a child dies every 92 minutes from gunfire in 1993. 2 young North Carolina teenagers killed themselves in a double suicide this weekend. The 15-year-old boys killed themselves after they were stopped by an Arkansas state trooper. The 2 boys ran away from home with a young girl. They stole a car, made a pact to kill themselves if they were caught. The boys kept that agreement. The girl did not. Mary Hunt has a report.
Gray skies and pouring rain matched the somber mood of the people in Robbinsville today. With heavy hearts, they returned to work, to school. Their thoughts on the two promising boys the community lost on Saturday.
People don't really feel like talking right now. It's just hurt everybody.
A team of counselors and religious leaders wore black ribbons of mourning and helped students cope with their grief. Teachers and classmates say there were absolutely no warning signs.
They were great kids. To my knowledge, they were not the typical kids that you would even dream that this would happen to.
On Friday, parents met at the Sheriff's Department to send messages to their then missing children.
Call us, come on home. We love you.
I'm thinking one of them took a duffel bag.
Today, investigators pored over the reports from the double suicide and questioned what else they could have done.
Our hearts and prayers go out to the families. We can't tell them how sorry we are, but we've tried our best to do what we can to help them, and we'll be here if they need us for anything else.
A Henrico County girl is back home this morning after an emotional 2 weeks on the run. 5-year-old Lexi Moore was returned to Richmond yesterday. Her father kidnapped her 2 weeks ago after the child apparently witnessed a domestic nightmare. She watched as her father allegedly stabbed her mother 33 times. The little girl's mother somehow survived the attack, now recovering at an undisclosed hospital in Richmond. Lexi was found in Miami after someone tipped off police. A truck driver who admitted killing 2 women on Tennessee interstates has pleaded guilty to yet another murder, this one in North Carolina. 29-year-old Sean Goebel admitted he killed a 34-year-old woman. Prosecutors say Goebel picked her up at a Virginia truck stop, strangled her in Orange County, dumped her body in Carolina. Goebel's already serving 2 consecutive life terms for the Tennessee killings. 2 Hampton boys are still in the hospital this morning. They were hit by a van yesterday as they went to visit their mother. Police say 15-year-old Rashid Henderson and his 8-year-old brother Mizell were crossing King Street when they were struck. Rashid is in serious condition, his little brother in critical condition. In Virginia Beach, a policeman was involved in a crash yesterday. The officer was responding to a fight at a gas station on South Plaza and Howland Roads when his brakes apparently went out and he slammed into a light pole. The officer was taken to a hospital where he was treated and released. Traffic problems could be eased on our area roads if we all get on board. That's what supporters of a light rail commuter system are promising. Tidewater Regional Transit plans to unveil a 1-year, $1 million study of light rail today. The aim is to set up a system like they have in Denver. TRT says it will go a long way towards reducing gridlock on Route 44.
As the years go on, it's just going to get more congested in terms of traffic.
That's exactly right, and hopefully we can have enough foresight to plan ahead and not get us into the situation Northern Virginia's been in.
TRT says the light rail project could be financed in part by a hike in the gas tax. And that's a check of the news on this Tuesday morning.
Yeah, I think everybody should at least use their umbrellas for this morning. I'll have the complete weather forecast next.
And it isn't over yet. The snow keeps falling in the Northeast. We'll have more on that when we come back.
Start this season in the comfort and security of a new Jimmy. And to make you feel even more secure, you'll receive 6 months worth of quality Exxon gasoline with its most advanced clean engine formula ever. Just buy or lease any new Jimmy before April 28th, and when you top it off with 6 months worth of Exxon gasoline, you'll agree this is the event of the season. But hurry, because like all seasons, this offer must end. See your Southeastern Virginia GMC dealer today.
Loves me. How did such a simple, charming love story get so out of hand? Find out in the musical that won 5 Olivier Awards in London and nominated for 9 Tonys on Broadway. Get set to fall in love with the musical the world has fallen in love with. She Loves Me.
Now through Sunday at Chrysler Hall. Tickets at the Chrysler Hall box office, Ticketmaster location, or charge by phone.
If you've been injured, don't sign away your rights until you've seen an experienced personal injury lawyer.
Not a lawyer's assistant or paralegal like you may see in some law firms, a lawyer.
When you call Huffman & Huffman, you'll always speak to a lawyer, one of us.
If you've been injured, you need an experienced lawyer to get fast results and compensation that you deserve.
If you've been hurt, don't add insult to injury. Call my brother or me at Huffman & Huffman.
What is the Eiffel Tower?
The Eiffel Tower was built in Paris, France in 1889. It was the centerpiece of the Universal Exposition, a kind of world's fair. Standing almost 1,000 feet tall, it has survived 100 years through 2 world wars and various schemes to tear it down. It's now the symbol of Paris, the city of light.
Brought to you by WVEC and your local Chevrolet Geo dealers, supporting excellence in education.
Good morning. Yeah, I know we have a little bit of rain in the area, but it's going to go away. Right now it is 5:40, and for our current conditions, well, we have a little light rain. It's 41 on the south side, 41 on the peninsula. Humidity is 100%. Winds are out of the northeast at 14, and the pressure is steady. Let's take a look at the radar. Oh, yeah, here we go. We'll put it into motion. We will put it into motion. Thank you. And you can see the rain moving out of our area. There's going to be a little break right coming up in here. Right now it's pretty drenching, but there's some areas that the rain is very light, and you can see it just moving up and out of the way. So it should be ending by mid-morning today, but you will need your umbrella this morning. Now here's a scenario. We have a low pressure that is working in our area. You just better be thankful we're not having snow, okay? Because there is a little bit of snow to the north of us, but for us, it's mostly rain and cold and drizzly the way it has been for days. We'll put the map into motion. The low will move on up out into the Atlantic, and by this afternoon we'll just be keeping mostly cloudy skies, and probably overnight tonight we will see some partly cloudy skies from this, and then on Wednesday morning it looks like we'll be having some sunshine. So once this moves out by this afternoon, then we'll be seeing a little bit of break in this bad drizzly weather that we've been having. But for this morning it will be cloudy and quite chilly. The rain will start tapering to a drizzle, but still you'll want that umbrella or that rain hat or whatever for your commute in, and it will be raining during the commute in, so start a little bit early. Winds will be variable. Our temperature will be around 40 degrees, so it will feel very, very cold out there. Now this afternoon the rain will stop, but we'll keep the cloudy skies. It will be blustery and chilly. Winds will be out of the northwest, 12 to 25 miles per hour. We'll see a high of 49 degrees, and the sun will set at 7:33. Overnight tonight we'll have partly cloudy skies. It'll be quite cold for April. Winds will be out of the northwest, 10 to 15 miles per hour. And we'll see a low overnight tonight of 36. It's still cold. Now Wednesday, I know. Wednesday, partly sunny, still cool. Winds out of the northwest, and we'll see a high of only 53 degrees on Wednesday. But Thursday, it starts to heat up a little bit. Mostly sunny skies on Thursday with a high of 64. Did you say 64? I said 64. Here you go. This morning we're going to have morning rain, and then mostly cloudy skies with a high of 49. Now on Wednesday we'll have partly cloudy skies. It will still feel a little bit cool with a high of only 53, but Thursday things start to clear up a little bit at 64. And look at Friday, 76. I'll repeat, son, 76 degrees. So it's not too bad, you know?
We go from 36 to 76 in 48 hours.
I know.
Do we miss spring in there somewhere?
I think spring, I think we had one day of spring. Yeah. And so now we're kind of going into summer.
What a nice spring it was.
Oh, yeah, all of 24 hours.
Well, speaking of weather, you know, old man winter refuses to go away. More than 4 inches of snow fell yesterday in New England. In the Boston suburb of Wellesley, residents again pulled out those shovels. And the schools either delayed opening or closed again for yet another snow day.
They must be real tired. Almost as tired as northeastern Pennsylvania. They also got a visit from Jack Frost. The Scranton area just finished cleaning up from January's blizzard and flood. The Pennsylvania State Senate will return from Easter recess today to work on measures to help the state recover from the snow damage this past winter. Eee.
I think that's enough snow.
I think that's enough snow. I'm over it.
Call a halt.
Yeah, that's
Let's
it.
move on. It is baseball season, actually. So.
Oh, well, that's right, it is. But you would know more about that than I. The Cubs, right?
Well, first place Cubs.
First place Cubs. Okay.
Still ahead this morning, we'll run down the latest news headlines, business news, throw in a little sports for you, too.
That's right. And if you're looking for a new job, and who isn't, a bigger salary isn't the only thing you should consider. We'll tell you what else you can get to sweeten the pot. Stay with us.